a gentleman who is an accomplished basketball coach. He is a National Junior College Hall of Famer, has won a whole lot of games, a 2017 National Championship at Hutchinson Community College, and he is going to talk to us about his junior college All-American from last season, James Rojas, who is now an Alabama signee. Steve Eck is with us. Good morning, Coach.
How you doing?
Doing great. So appreciative of you joining us. And obviously, when I got you booked to be on the show, I want to hear about James Rojas. But looking over your resume, phenomenal. Congratulations on going into the National Junior College Athletic Association Hall of Fame. You're at a powerhouse program, Hutchinson, where the National Junior College Tournament is held every year. So I'm thinking life for you as a basketball coach is pretty good.
When we win, yeah.
Well, you won most every year you've been there.
Yeah, we have. It's good. I enjoy it.
To win the national championship, that's the ultimate, regardless of what sport you're coaching, at what level you're coaching. To get that done, to have that as a goal, to have this nearly 600 wins and all that, but to get a national championship accomplished, what's that feeling like for you as a coach and for your program?
It's nice. I mean, there's, while you're alive on this earth, it's a good thing. It won't get you to heaven, but it's just nice when you're doing it. We also won at my other school, we won the national championship too back in 2001. Pardon?
Was that at Barton?
No, that was at Redlands Community College in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they're both nice. And the guys, it's for the guys. The guys worked hard, and I was happy for the guys. Happy for our fans and our assistant coaches that work at it. For me, I enjoyed it for about 20 seconds, and then I got ready for the next season.
you coaches are something else. One final question on being there at Hutch before we get to Rojas. Facility-wise, unbelievable. You've got as far as the 2-year level, you got the best of the best, right?
Yeah, they just 3 years ago they passed a $30 million bond. And, we already had the best arena, and then they added 3 practice gyms,
Jeez.
A new weight room, a new training room, lockers, and so it's really, really nice. Sometimes it's too nice because the guys get spoiled.
Sometimes they go on to Division I or Division II 4-year schools and don't have as good a facilities as they have there at Hutch. And the Hall of Fame recognition. I know, as you said, it's about the players, it's about the love of the game, but to get recognized like that, that has to be quite a thrill too.
Yeah, it was nice to recognize that I'm getting older. So the older you get, the more wins you get. But yeah, I didn't get into junior college coaching until I was 40. I mean, I coached high school for the first 20 years. So closing in on 1,000 wins, counting high school. But junior college, I got a late start in college coaching. I was always going to be a high school coach, and then for some reason I made a mistake and went to college.
Well, it's worked out great for you. Hey, yeah. I want to talk about James Rojas, obviously.
Okay.
First of all, I want to, of course, every Division I recruiter knows their way to Hutchinson, Kansas. Your program, turns out a lot of 4-year players. How did you wind up with Rojas? I know that he came out of New York State. I'm assuming that Coach Oates and Coach Hodgson had maybe some involvement with him when he was in high school. How did he wind up at Hutch?
Yeah, Coach Hodgson knows my assistant Jay Syriac, and Brian and Coach Jay. They got together and kept us on James. I always tease James that they named the town after him. He's from Jamestown. I said it's pretty nice to have a town named after you. So he must have been pretty good in high school.
Yeah,
but, it was through Brian and my assistant coach Jay Syriac.
He winds up at Hutch and has a great 2-year career for you. Obviously, he had signed a letter of intent with Buffalo when Coach Oates left, and ultimately Coach Hodgson joined him in Tuscaloosa. He asked out of that. Buffalo allowed him to get out of his letter of commitment, and he signs with Alabama and brings some impressive credentials. In addition to averaging 18.8 points and 5.8 rebounds per last season, he shot over 33% from the three-point line and nearly 80% from the free throw line on a 6'8", 215-pound frame, and he can get inside and bang as well. That's an impressive combination of physicality, athleticism, and shooting ability, Coach.
Yeah, James is a really, really good player. him and I put him in the top 3 with Shakur Juiston, who was the Player of the Year 2 years ago, who went to UNLV, and then now he's a senior grad, going to go someplace, and Kadeem Allen, who now plays for the Knicks. Those 3 were my hardest working guys I've ever had at junior college. And James is one of those 3. He just works really hard, has the desire, has the motivation. He's just self-motivated. He just plays so hard in practice and brings the intensity level up so high. And he could have scored more points than 18 a game, but we're pretty balanced scoring. On any other team, he might have scored 24, 25 points a game. But to be successful, I just feel like you need more balance. And he's also, a good passer, and he's a good teammate.
Total package. To be 6'8" and to have he's a good-looking kid physically. As I said, he can certainly get to the glass and he can bang around and got nearly 6 rebounds a game for you. But with what Coach Oates wants to do, spreading the floor a lot of times with 4 out, sometimes all 5, nobody in the paint. His ability to shoot the 3, how big of an advantage for him do you think that will be at this level with what Coach wants to do in the SEC?
Yeah, he didn't shoot a lot of threes as a freshman. He shot more. I let him shoot threes this year. He'll get better at that. His percentage was 33. He'll get better than that at the next level. With the stronger he gets, he can put some weight on yet. He can put some strength on yet. Still, that's probably his of all. That's probably his thing he needs to do the most is put a little more strength on. But he can shoot 3 and he can penetrate to the basket. I mean, we kind of run the same offense that Coach Oates does. We spread them out, 4 out, 1 in, or 5 out, no in. And James was able to take him to the basket because if they didn't guard him, he'd shoot it. So he also has post-up moves, really crafty. He's not a 6'10" post guy, but he can get on the block and pace you up and do some things, and do some damage.
Coach Steve Eck is with us, head coach, Hutchinson Community College, National Junior College Hall of Famer, 2-time national championship coach, and, of course, the coach of James Rojas. Obviously, most of the time, the assumption is when a D1 program, particularly a Power 5 type program, signs a junior college kid, they're anticipating him coming in and playing right away. Nobody knows James Rojas is a player better than you. Do you anticipate that he can make that jump from the 2-year level to the SEC and not just be a guy that gets on the floor some, but be a prominent player for Alabama this season? Do you think he has that potential? Is he good enough to do that, in your opinion?
Yeah, he's going to be a good one. Once he gets adjusted to the next level, and sometimes it takes other guys longer, but I think James will adjust quicker, kind of like Kadeem Allen did at Arizona. He adjusted quicker. James has a high IQ. He's going to step in and help Alabama from the get-go.
Coach, Rojas was going to go on to Buffalo, be a productive player for them. And let's be honest, Buffalo made the NCAA tournament and won a game last year. Alabama didn't make the tournament. So from that standpoint, Buffalo is ahead of Alabama, but Alabama's in the SEC. Tons of top-level competition here. How excited did you have a chance to talk to him about getting the opportunity, even though I know he was excited about going to Buffalo, to wind up getting this chance to still play for Coach Oates and do it in the SEC? How excited is he about that opportunity?
He didn't need to tell me. I could tell by his body language, his enthusiasm and excitement for it. We never really talked about it too much, but I could just tell his energy level just picked up big time. And you could just tell from just seeing him interact with everybody, he was really excited. So I know that he's appreciative of the chance to play in the SEC, play at Alabama, and I look forward to it because now I can watch him on TV more.
Yeah, that's right. You can watch him a lot. Coach Oates has talked about him, even in the official release they sent out when he signed. Tough. He just keeps talking about how tough James Rojas is.
Really hard. Plays really hard. He really does. Plays hard, and he played hurt all year too. I mean, he's just banged up all year. But he just played through it. Most guys wouldn't do that, but he played through it. So I have no problem with James as far as his work ethic. He's really, really good at it.
Good. Looking forward to seeing him. All right, finally, you know Coach Hodgson very well. You're obviously familiar with Coach Oates. And I'm going to have Coach Oates on at 10 o'clock this morning. But your take on what his potential here as the coach at Alabama is. Can he, in your opinion, take this program? Alabama's been to the Elite Eight. They've never been to a Final Four. Lately, in recent 10 or 11 years, have not had a ton of basketball success. What do you think about Coach Oates and his fit here at Alabama, and where do you feel he can take this program?
Well, I mean, obviously, I think it's a really good fit. Coach Oates has the enthusiasm. He has got good assistant coaches. Once he gets players in there, he'll be, and maybe they already have them. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with Alabama's program, but I know that he's really good rapport with the players and gets them to play as hard as they can, and that's half the battle. So I think it's a good hire. And I wish him well. I think he'll really do well. He hates to lose, so he's going to be a workaholic.
Well, we're looking forward to watching him build this program, and looking forward to watching James Rojas in action here at the University of Alabama. Coach, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on all your success, and good luck in the future.